Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm the Artistic Director of the Bristol Improv Theatre. We are the first dedicated space to improvisation in the UK. We might be just 3 years old, but in that time we've not only become a home for improvisation in the city, but also a platform for some of the most exciting shows in the UK and beyond. Like all theatres, we closed our doors in March because of the event. But that hasn't stopped us from live streaming shows every weekend. We want to continue to bring a bit of laughter, music, and joy into your homes for as long as possible. A lot of people are working very hard behind the scenes to make this happen, and they deserve to get paid. So if you are able, please donate this evening to the stream. All the money you donate will be split between the Bristol Improv Theatre, Wilby Films, and the artists whose work you're enjoying. We can't wait to welcome you back at the theatre, where with your support, we will keep the doors open for years to come. Enjoy the show.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to You've Gotta Be Quizzing Me, the ultimate online game show where 2 teams compete from 4 different locations to amass the most points and win absolutely nothing. There are no things on the line apart from the pride of the contestants. With that said and done, let's introduce today's teams. First up is the new team, our challengers this evening. It's the Sanitized Disruptors. We have Monica and we have Jodianne.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Lovely to have you here. You're going to be facing up against our returning champions. They've won the previous 3 episodes and are undefeated since this show began. It's Team Death and or Glory. We've got Caitlin and we've got Andy.
Bonsoir.
Bonjour.
It's a delight to have you all here. So, and of course, I am the quizmaster himself, Stephen Clements. There will be no further introductions. Before the first round, there are points to be awarded in our bonus round, which is how well themed are the team's costumes. The costume theme for today's episode is Secret Agent. Now, we'll start with Team Death and or Glory. Could you explain how it is that your costumes are those of secret agents?
Well, we are not secret agents, we are French waiters.
Oh, absolutely, sir. There must be some kind of mistake. We are only French waiters here to
Indeed.
serve you.
I have never been a secret agent in all my life. That's right, isn't it, Grey Fox? I mean, Marcel.
Oui, I am from France.
We're from France, definitely not from Russia.
What part of France are you from?
The north of France.
The north of France.
Specifically where in the north of France?
Paris.
Paris.
Or Paris, as we call it in France, where we're from.
Okay, and the Sanitized Disruptors, is there any supporting text to go with your costumes?
Well, sir, there is so much supporting text going with our costumes. We are doing what is right and what is just to this world.
Amen, Miss Elizabeth. My name is Mary
Richard.
Richards. You might know me as Mary Bowser. I don't mind saying what my name is because I'm actually dead. So y'all can't do anything to me.
But you have put your name in the history books, Mary. Mary has been one of the best spies in my whole espionage ring. She has helped bring down the Confederates with her information that she fed me, that I fed onto our Union leaders, so that we could get rid of all those nastiness.
That is very true.
Are you actual historical spies?
Why, yes, sir. Don't you know your history?
Oh, big surprise. You don't know who I am, but it's fine. It's fine.
Do you believe sometime there in whatever century you folks are living in, you've got a thing called a Wikipedia? Wikipedia sounds like something a little toy with a child is doing the toilet to me. But you can go and have a look in there and you find out all about us, Mr. Man.
I'm definitely awarding all of the bonus points to the sanitized disruptors there because it's just they've completely blown you away. I'm afraid. I'm going to award 4 bonus points.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, thank you. Being
Caitlin,
the lady
it's fair to say.
I'll have 2. We share everything.
It feels like real research and effort went into that costume, whereas the other costume is just a bad accent and a shirt.
Well, I think we're sort of like French craft work. I think is our look, isn't it? Yeah.
Where is your synthesizer, young man, if you claim to be Kraftwerk?
Surely,
I've lifted that home.
Funk.
Oh, that's your excuse.
Anyway, enough of this nonsense. On to the regularly scheduled nonsense. It's time for round 1, animal mimicry. In this round, each team will have to compete to do the best mimicry of the sound that an animal makes. It's really simple this round. We'll tell you the name of the animal that you're going to have to make the sound of, and then we will allow each team to make their attempt at that animal's sound. We'll then hear what the real sound is, and the backstage quiz goblins will tell me which team they thought was closest. That team will win a point. Got it?
Stephen, I'm sure in week 1 they were quiz elves. What's happened?
Well, so every episode, a different brand of mythological creature is brought in behind the scenes to run the show. We've not had any of them do so well that we asked them back. It is a different.
They need a union then, don't they?
They should, but they're fictional, so they can't.
They may be fictional, but they cry real tears.
They deserve workers' rights.
Thank you, Beth.
This is the most I've ever felt like the villain of this show, and I'm loving it. The first animal is a camel. I'm going to allow defending champions Death and/or Glory to take it first. What does a camel sound like?
Andy, do you want to take this away?
I'd love to, Caitlin. Could do that, didn't they? They spit.
Gone with the hiss and spit.
I've gone with a hiss. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty nice. Sanitized disruptors, would you like to give us your best camel?
Elizabeth, would you like to go?
I'll have a go at that. Sure, I will. Bet you're thirsty.
Yes. All camels are British, thank you.
No further questions, Your Honour.
And let's hear what a camel actually sounds like. I heard an eerie silence, which I think is the sound of technical difficulties. Did anyone else hear a sound?
I thought you had a camel sound like it. I'm not there.
It sounded awkward, and awkwardness is very British, so I feel like we got a point.
I see how it's going to be.
Yeah.
I see a camel coming up over the hill.
Hear a camel coming up over the hill.
I see some quiz goblins scurrying about in the background. I think we need to vamp for time, guys.
Yeah, well, camels just, walk around being
I
all the time.
Anyone know any camel facts?
Camel facts. They're called dromedaries, Andy. Right?
Oh, yeah. Or
That's
Bactria.
Yeah, dromedaries and Bactrians. One has 2 humps, one has 1, but I can't remember which one.
That's our camel.
Did you hear that?
I heard it.
Oh, sounds like me when I had a first broken heart.
Oh.
I think camels always have a broken heart. Their lives are basically carrying people around the pyramids all day. That gets you down after a while, I think.
Yeah, sure would.
The quiz goblins are telling me that sanitized disruptors have won that point.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much, goblins.
I think not just based on the British accent gag, but also on the quality of the the imitation. The next animal that we're going to ask for the mimicry of is a owl. An owl, death and or glory. Give us your best owl sound. I'll give you a free hint to both teams. It's not what you immediately thought it was.
Oh yeah, that's just tawny owls, isn't it? Go on, Caitlin, you're made for this.
Okay. Well, I'm a bit thrown, but I'm just going to follow my instincts. Yeah, okay.
That's spot on.
Pretty solid.
You got my spine.
Sanitized disruptors.
That full mice hunting mode.
That's in mating season.
Yeah.
Killing and fornicating are pretty much the same thing sometimes.
When you hear that for an owl, it's the equivalent of bow, 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 do 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 do.
That's if Marvin Gaye was an owl. Let's hear what a real owl sounds like.
Music to my ears.
I felt like there were two different owl sounds. The one that you would expect, and then like a chilling shriek.
You might well feel that, but it's up to the quiz goblins to adjudicate who actually, they've given it to sanitized again because of the shriek. The shriek was definitely the more dominant sound there. I think
Thank you.
Oh, goblins, we are so going to organize you a union.
Meanwhile, Twitch chat have actually solved for us which kind of camel has which number of humps. Dromedary have 1 hump, and Bactrian have 2.
Very good. Do they get a point for that?
And you turn it on its side, and that is what the camel looks like.
You turn it on its side for what? What are these people doing with these camels?
The letters, not the camels. You wouldn't turn a camel on its side. That would be animal cruelty.
Oh, I see.
Well, unless you're getting it to lay down because it's had a hard day and you want to fan it and feed it some grapes or something.
I think camels lay down just by folding their legs up under them and like going down on their belly. I don't think they lie sideways. I think it'd be. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe the audience could find that out for us as well.
That'd be very helpful. Thank you.
We'd like that.
Is there a game of camel tipping? You know, the way American teenagers sometimes go cow tipping because cows fall asleep standing up and they go and just all. Does anyone play that anywhere in the world with camels? A question for the.
I think all teenagers get bored. So no matter where you are, there are some Arab teenagers out there, and they're very, very bored. No matter where they are in the Middle East or whatever you say.
There's llama tipping in South America, wherever you go, buffalo tipping up in Canada, they do it all. Yeah.
Moving swiftly on,
Reindeer tipping.
Time for the noise of a giraffe. Team Death and or Glory, give us your giraffe noise.
Go on, Andy.
You sure?
Yeah, you can. Have this one. Yeah,
They
giraffe.
make noises.
Got a big long neck. It's got a long way to go.
No. What about that?
Like a horse. That's a good guess, I think.
I mean, it's just like a big horse, isn't it? Sanitized disruptors. Give us your giraffe.
Okay. I need a strip.
So giraffe trying to politely interrupt someone at a family dinner.
I just feel like giraffes are always just like that crane in their neck, like, excuse me.
Wait to clear that frog from your throat.
And let's hear the actual noise that a real giraffe makes.
Can I confirm there's a live giraffe and not a zombie giraffe?
Why does every animal noise sound like someone getting murdered?
It's a hard life living in the jungle, honey. We've got another animal fact in the Twitch chat from the same person as the camel fact. Most giraffes make sounds too low for humans to hear.
So if they're making a noise, they must be zombies or scared, really, if we can hear it. that's an unusual situation for a giraffe to be in.
Or the giraffes are trying to interrupt us, like, did no one hear me? Just like
Yeah,
my friend Elizabeth was doing.
I said. Yeah.
So why do they use that frequency? Is that a protective mechanism for them? I'm intrigued.
People of Twitch, please answer our question. Thank you very much.
Answering more questions than we will tonight.
Those goblins are given that point to Team Death and or Glory, because Andy was closest to the sound of something being too low for someone to hear.
That's very kind. Thank you.
Fourth animal is a pheasant. What does a pheasant sound like? Death and or Glory?
Okay. I'm going to go with kind of like...
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with.
Sanitized disruptors, pheasant noise.
It seems like a pretty safe bet at this stage.
Zombie pheasant, yeah.
Some kind of horrifying moan. Let's hear what an actual pheasant really sounds like.
That's a wood block.
Isn't that a giraffe? Isn't that a polite giraffe interrupting someone?
Yeah. Excuse
me.
I'm afraid it's very definitely a pheasant, or at least according to the quiz goblins. Quiz goblins tell me that... They haven't told me anything yet, actually. It's Death and or Glory.
Yes, nice one, Caitlin.
Caitlin Campbell. Our final animal in this round is, it's already been mentioned once in passing, the llama. Yeah. What does a llama sound like? Team Death and or Glory?
I reckon it's like a goat, Andy. Make a goat-ish noise. Someone drowning a goat. Alternatively, someone drowning a goat.
But they're all in pain. We've established that. All these animals. We don't know how they get them to make the noises to record them. Clearly, there's a painful process involved.
Sanitized disruptors. Give us your best llama.
What do you think, Mary?
I'm thinking they've got a lot of
Phlegm?
Saliva. That might add to something. And a few more high-pitched bits in them.
Sound like I'm a gentleman's club.
I feel like you're covering your bases there by just making all noises.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a bonus point because that's my favourite noise that's been made on the show so far. But let's hear what a real, actual llama actually sounds like.
Quite cute.
Isn't it? It's that little baby.
A little baby.
Quiz goblins, who was closest? It's the sanitized disruptors. By covering their bases, they've gone for the high-pitched sounds, which feature heavily in those llama noises. That brings us to the end of the animal mimicry round. At the end of that round, the scores stand as follows. In third place, with 1 point, it's the audience. Well done, audience.
Oh, they're going to get more.
Yeah.
Oh, they will. They definitely will.
Very knowledgeable bunch.
In second place, with 2 points, it's Death and or Glory. And storming into the lead on the strength not just of their incredible costumes, but also their astounding animal mimicry, it's the Sanitized Disruptors on 8 points.
Ooh, that's a good number.
That is an extremely good number. And it brings us now into the second round, which is the quickfire Hum That Tune round. In this round, we will be giving each team a set of song suggestions that have been gathered secretly from the Twitch chat audience during the preceding round. One member of each team will have 90 seconds to hum as many of those tunes as possible for their teammate to guess. There is 1 point for each song you correctly guess. You are allowed to pass if you can't get a song, and we encourage you to do so to try and get through as many of the songs you've been given as humanly possible. Given that they're trailing behind, we're going to give Team Death and or Glory the chance to catch up by going first. Which one of you is going to be humming for the other this evening?
I
Yeah.
would be humming.
Caitlin is our singer.
And
In
just
it
to
you can
clarify, it's okay to like to do like, you know, scat, for want of a better word. It doesn't have to be just mouth closed humming. You
Pure
can
humming.
as long as there are no recognizable words.
Scat is fine. If I think that you are trying to give clues and words in like interspersed with the scat, I will apply penalty points.
Good-o.
So be warned.
Okay, cool.
Are you ready to begin?
Yes,
Yeah.
ready.
Okay, your 90 seconds begins now.
I want to dance with somebody. Sorry,
Okay.
I have no idea. Uptown Girl with Joel. Oh, Doctor Who.
Yes.
It's Eye of the Tiger. It's a thrill of the fight.
Yes, don't know why I did the verse. Okay.
Got lost in the game. Oops, I did it again by the Britney Spears.
Amazing.
Oh, Rolling in the Deep by Adele.
Exactly. I can't read that one.
Ah, no, sorry, go on, move on.
Boom boom.
Oh.
That's time, Andy.
Ah.
I will give you one guess.
I don't have a clue. Sorry.
It was all along the Watchtower.
Oh, of course it was.
It was, yeah.
Oh, I apologise. That was very good rendition. That was the Jimi Hendrix version rather than the Bob Dylan, wasn't it? Yeah.
Of course, the only version.
That's classic, yeah.
There's 6 points there for Team Death and or Glory. Sanitized Disruptors, you're up next. Who will be humming and who will be guessing?
Mary, would you like to sing?
I will sing. I don't know many songs, but I will try.
I will do my best to guess the songs that I don't know either.
Well,
We're not from this century. Did we mention that?
Got some 19th century pop classics lined up.
Yeah, a bit of Schumann.
Yeah.
well, let's take it away because your 90 seconds begins now.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to dance with somebody who loves me. Blue Danube.
Next one.
30 seconds.
Next one, pass. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah chorus. Bye.
10 seconds.
Next. Star Trek theme tune.
I'm gonna have to ask you to stop humming.
Well, I think I should definitely get Ali Chorus and the Blue Danube in that one because they sounded like that.
As far as I could make out, that was 2 correct guesses. The quiz goblins are telling me to give you an extra point just for being so dang entertaining.
Gosh, we really like our goblins.
This is what happens when you was born so long ago. I look much younger than I actually am.
I feel like I'm going to give a point to the audience as well for the slightly cruel but quite funny quip of that round as though it was coming from the dentist's chair.
Yep.
Can I just say also, this round is getting much harder.
I mean, you say that, but you got twice as many points as the other team during that round.
And I had to really work for it, so
Yeah, you did. The choices are getting more obscure.
much more.
As we bring ourselves to the end of round 2, the points stand as follows. Still in 3rd place, but they're trying and we all love them. It's the audience with 2 points.
Audience. Yes, we believe in you.
Still in 2nd place, but surging forwards, it's Team Death and or Glory, now on 8 points. And still in the lead, but the gap is closing. It's the Sanitized Disruptors, now on 11 points. Good job so far, Sanitized Disruptors. You are on track to, for the very first time, beat Team Death and or Glory.
Let's not count our eggs before they've hatched, shall we?
I don't have chickens, so I won't be counting anything.
That brings us to the 3rd round. Riddle me this.
Riddle.
In this round, both teams will be playing simultaneously. How it works is as follows. I will read out a riddle, a fairly simple riddle, let's not kid about here, the answer to which will be an everyday household object. However, points are not awarded for correctly solving the riddle. Points are awarded for finding the answer to the riddle somewhere in your house and bringing it to the camera and showing it to us. I'll repeat that. No points for solving the riddle, only points for bringing the object to the front of the camera. There is 1 point per correct object. Do we understand the rules of the game, teams?
Yes, we do.
Riddle solved.
Very good then. We will begin with the riddles. And I'll tell you now, there's 2 sets of riddles. One is the easy riddles and one is the not quite easy riddles. We'll start with easy and we'll see how you do. Riddle number 1. Because this item is sharp, you shouldn't give it a licking. You use it to cut up food and sometimes to carve a chicken.
I got a knife.
He does have a knife. That's the correct answer. 1 point to Death and or Glory. Well done,
I would
Andy.
just like to point out how
Oh, yeah.
incredibly dangerous it is to get people to run with knives.
Add a bit of
I
danger
ran.
to the quiz.
I've got the sharpening steel too.
Oh, nice. That's the woman who likes a sharp knife, woman after my own heart.
Yeah,
Can't deal with
that's
a knife.
safe.
That's a disgustingly literal compliment there. Riddle number 2. I am often long and thin and get held inside a stick. My outside is made of wax and inside there's a wick.
Oh,
Candle.
Bang on. That one is for the Sanitized Disruptors. You get 1 point. Who has the nicest candle, actually?
I've got this red one.
I've
Look at
got this one that my friend stole from a restaurant at a Christmas party.
Oh, I've got a story.
I was busy having some really deep chats in the smoking area about office politics, and then I found her and she was like, let's go, I've got 8 candles in my bag.
8 candles. 8.
Sorted.
Our house is full of them. We have one in all the rooms.
I feel like Monica had the best candle because it had the most number of wicks.
Ooh, nice.
All right, we're taking it to the. We're staying on the easy riddles. Let's stick on it. When you are playing a board game, I might be something that you hold. I'm a cube that has some spots. You shake me, and then I am rolled. Ooh.
Okay. I don't own one.
That's Jodie Ann there with the dice. You don't own a dice, Andy?
I don't have any games which require them. I'm more of a Scrabble man.
I'll hold
Oh,
you.
everything.
You don't have any random chance.
The four-sided
No, I don't. Yeah,
dice.
I don't believe in it.
Do I get a point for having a fun dice?
No, I don't think a D4 counts because it specifically says it's a cube.
Oh, boo.
Oh no.
Brutal.
Riddle number 3. Oh, actually, you know what?
Go on, give us a hard one.
Riddle number 4. Here we go. You might wear one that's hard when on a building site. In restaurant kitchen, a chef's tall one is white.
It's a hat.
That's the sanitized disruptors very clearly. I'm not sure whether it was a
already wearing hats.
I wasn't.
given that Monica was already
Prepared to fail.
Six.
Oh, Mary, I love you.
Was that the hard riddle?
No, we're about to have the harder riddles. Are you ready? They're not that much harder. Are you ready for them?
Yeah.
No, please continue.
Oh no.
Riddle number 5. What starts with a T, ends with a T, and has T in it?
I don't own one.
What starts with a T, ends with a T, and has T in it?
The closest I've got.
You can't bring a cafetiere.
I don't have a teapot.
Did I win?
No, Jodie Ann did.
Thank you so much for having tea on the ready, Jodie Ann.
It was full pot too. I think I dribbled somewhere on the way back. I'm going to flip on that in the next round. The floors need mopping anyway, so you know.
And our final riddle for this round. Are you ready? What gets wetter and wetter the more it dries?
Oh, it's way away.
Oh.
What gets wetter and wetter the more it dries? It's a towel! Monica and Jodie Ann miles ahead. Although Caitlin does have a very nice towel.
Thank you. It's not mine.
It's got a jazzy pattern on it. It's very impressive.
Do we get a point for that?
I'm afraid to the end of round 3. At the end of round 3, the scores stand as follows. Still in third place with absolutely no opportunity to score any points during that round. It's the audience. They're still on 2. Still in second place, but now falling further behind. It's Team Death and or Glory on 9 points. But storming into a secure lead with 16 points, it's the sanitized disruptors.
Yeah.
This is an unfamiliar feeling.
I don't like this at all. It's time to taste the death rather than the glory.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
At what point do we take the cyanide capsule, which we don't have, but we're not sacred
These are not
agents?
secret agents. What wine goes with cyanide?
We'll have to review our age rating. With this unprecedented situation of Death and or Glory not being in the lead, we head now into the penultimate round. That's right, it's round 4. Gotcha. In this round, teams will be asked trivia questions with multiple choice answers. Only one of the answers will be correct, which is just how multiple choice works, so it isn't unusual. You should have been prepared for that. But the other 3 incorrect answers will have been made up by our Twitch chat audience during the previous round. If the team gets the correct answer, they will score 1 point. However, if they get the incorrect answer and the audience has fooled them, the audience will score 2 points. Are we ready, teams?
Ready, please, sir.
We are
All
ready.
right. We're giving the first trivia question to Team Death and or Glory because they're trailing behind and they need the help to get that.
Railing.
Your question is as follows. It's, for some reason, my screen has put it on sideways, so I'm just going to tilt my head. In California, you can't legally buy a mousetrap without having what? Is it a hunting license, a gun license, cheese, or a background check?
I was hoping one of the questions would be a mouse infestation.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Obviously not. Can we hear them again?
You absolutely can. In California, you can't buy a mousetrap without having what? A hunting license, a gun license, cheese, a background check.
And one of these is right.
Yes, one of these is
Right.
correct.
Good
That's
side check.
the format of multiple choice questions. That is how they work.
But they're not just one.
Just one of them is correct, yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rule out cheese because there's any number of attractive tastes.
Surely.
Put
The
on
state of
it.
California is not that whimsical, are they, really?
No.
No.
I've heard on good authority that mice actually prefer peanut butter to cheese.
There you go. You know who
Okay.
love cheese? Cats. Cats.
Yeah. They love cats are big into their dairy, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a cat that ate yogurt. Yeah. It's not a cat trap, it's a mouse trap.
Come on. Focus.
Well, maybe a back. Surely not a back. I don't know. Why would you need a background check?
That feels like some irony because you don't need a background check to buy a
To get
gun.
a gun. That's someone being funny, and we mustn't be tempted by that.
California actually has quite strict gun control laws that were brought in by, of all people, Ronald Reagan.
Fair
Oh.
enough.
Oh, I feel confused. Ronald Reagan did something that I like.
I feel like the hunting license thing could be some strange classification.
Yeah,
For the...
that you're technically hunting animals.
Yeah.
I think I think that's a sensible option. Let's do that because
a confirmed answer, because the longer you spend discussing it rationally and carefully and logically, the less entertaining the show is.
oh yeah, sorry about that. Yeah,
A hunting license. A.
hunting license.
I can tell you that a hunting license is the correct answer.
Yes, it's not entertaining, but it's right.
All right. That means it's time for your question, Sanitized Disruptors.
All right, bring it on.
Here's your question.
Mhm.
With what surprising thing do human beings share 50% of their DNA? Is it frogs, mushrooms, bananas, or quiz goblins?
Oh,
Miss Elizabeth, I think it might be have you ever heard that about a banana? I know we've never seen one, but have you heard that about a banana?
I hear bananas. The bananas are very, very exotic, and we're exotic, so maybe
That's true.
it could be right. I want to say goblins, but I think goblins, we just share heart and spirit with goblins, not the DNA.
Amen.
We're outside of the goblin.
Mhm.
Mushrooms. The idea of mushrooms, though, I do like mushrooms. Fried up, they're quite nice. And a little.
But a fungi.
What was the other one? Frogs. I think. Do you want to go with bananas? Do you, Mary?
I want to go with a banana just because I've never even seen one before, coming from the town that I came from. So hopefully, even if it's wrong, we will get a banana.
Oh, that'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? If the prize is a banana. We'll go with a banana, please. We'll have a banana. 2 bananas, actually.
2 bananas, please.
Yes, please.
I can
2
give you
bananas.
the
I'll have
banana.
mine.
Banana is the correct answer.
Oh, Mary! We got
A whole bunch, if that's how they come. I'm not sure.
to have a dinner party to celebrate, and everyone can have a banana, a little slice.
Team Death and or Glory, it's time for your next question. It was illegal for women to wear what in 19th century Florence? Was it?
Everything. Sorry.
They just had to go around fully nude.
Was it gloves, stockings, open-toed sandals, or buttons?
feel like open-toed sandals would have shocked society. Surely.
Yeah.
Why? In Florence?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were uptight all over in the 19th century, weren't they? I mean, I'm an
Were they?
armchair expert on 19th century
We just-
shoe
Did
police.
we just assume that everyone was as stuffy as the English Victorians?
Yeah, Victorian England was pretty weird, but I feel like Italy might have been a lot more free-spirited.
More free-spirited.
Well, why might you ban stockings? Because they're like a shortage on silk. Why might you ban buttons? Like the Omnish, banning zips.
Oh, the Amish.
Different.
They're definitely not Amish in Florence. Do it. Was it sandals or what's the other
Gloves.
logical, reasonable answer that we could give, as is expected of our team?
Do you know what? I think that your first instinct was correct. You should just stick to your guns with open-toed
Let's
sandals.
stick. Yeah, guns and glory. Let's do it. Sandals, please.
I can tell you that by giving the answer of open-toed sandals, you have scored 2 points for the audience.
Fuck.
Oh,
The wrong answer.
Well done, audience.
Was it actually buttons?
Yeah,
It
was
was
it
buttons, yeah.
Thank you
go on
very
with
much.
buttons. They're scandalous little things, buttons.
Go on, give us some context.
yeah, we'd like facts, please.
I'm thinking just the rubbing. I feel like a lot of buttons and rubbing, and I feel like female pleasure, even in Florence, people did not like.
And they can be very showy as well, can't they, buttons? They can be
Yes.
sort of like, ostentatious and tempting.
Whenever I see someone wearing buttons, they're showing off, aren't they, really? Yeah.
Yeah, I bet the men were just bedecked in buttons in Florence. I bet the men were wearing buttons from their tip of their toes, top of their heads, just buttons.
Like Burly King.
I don't have any supporting trivia as to why buttons were illegal, but I choose to believe it was so that none of the women in 19th century Florence could burst out of their shirts like the Incredible Hulk. Or Superman.
Yeah. Common problem.
That brings us to question 4. This question is for the Sanitized Disruptors. Your question is the following. What item was banned in Indonesia for stimulating passion? Was it lollipops, the Teletubbies, hula hoops, or perfume?
Was that hula hoops?
Hula hoops.
Hula hoops. perfume.
There's a clarifying note on the hula hoops. It says the toy, not the snack.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Can you repeat the question? I have the answer, but I'm just doing it for the audience.
What item was banned in Indonesia for stimulating passion?
Well, lollipop's quite an obvious one, Lolita style and all of that. Teletubbies, how would Teletubbies stimulate passion unless you think they're so cute that you want to have little children yourself, and so you run off and, do the
Well, I
procreation?
feel like Teletubbies look pregnant, and I feel like pregnant is just like showing off your fertility. So
And they did go around naked, those Teletubbies, didn't they? They didn't.
They're just going around like
a handbag with them. They was parading it all for the world to see, as naked as the day they was born.
that being said, I do think perfume is probably the answer.
Oh, which one?
Perfume.
Oh, are we going with that?
Is that the one you were saying? Perfume.
I was saying perfume, but I'm not sure which.
Let's
What
go
year was
perfume.
this banned? What year was this banned?
Yeah, what year was this? I bet
I
they've outlawed all kinds of things over the centuries.
Hmm.
I don't have a year for you. No year. Just at any point, I think.
Probably
Yeah.
around the time of the Teletubbies anyway. Shall we say perfume?
Perfume.
All
Yeah.
right, we'll say perfume.
I can confirm that perfume is the wrong answer. 2 points for the audience.
Yay, audience got some points. Well done, audience.
Oh my God, are they caught up with us yet?
Not yet, really.
Oh
The
no.
correct answer was hula hoops.
Oh, those little
Gyrating.
gyrating. You can't see me, but I'm doing amazing things here. I'm doing all the tricks. It's
Just so, in case anyone's interested, the capital of Indonesia is Jakarta.
Do we get a point for that?
Is there an extra point for that?
Why would you get points for that?
Oh, go on, please, Steve. We're losing.
Go on, Stephen. Go
I
on.
thought you were going to tap to tart into hula hoops somehow.
If you're losing, then you should just work harder.
Wow.
By naming capital cities. Bonus trivia.
I mean, is your question next? Pipe down and listen to this.
Oh yeah, I'm piping.
How old is the oldest piece of chewing gum? Is it 69, 5,700, 95, or 1,000?
Oh.
Surely they didn't have chewing gum 1,000 years ago.
Oh, you could just
You know,
imagine.
William
like,
the Conqueror.
Someone's dug up this bit of like, it could be like gum.
It
from
was a
tree,
piece of
like
bark
that.
which they used to chew. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
that's not gum, is it?
Bullshit like that.
And if they've come up with stuff like that, I'm gonna throw a massive tantrum.
Well, that's the way. That's the way to.
That's the way to really win. Yeah.
That's
Really get
exactly
everyone on board.
Yeah, just sulk. That'll get your point.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah. Oh, you better believe I'll sulk. Yeah. What? It was around in Victorian times, right? I don't know. Maybe you could ask.
I feel
Our
like
Victorian
the oldest piece of chewing gum is going to be some kind of archaeological fossilized tree sap,
Reckon.
and we should just go
Oh,
for
go
the
on then.
5,000.
Go on then. Do it.
Five. Okay, Stephen, we think it's 5,000 years old.
Years old.
I mean, 5,000 wasn't one of the answers. It was 5,700. Is that the one you meant to pick?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
That's the correct answer.
Oh.
Was it an Egyptian or something that had the chewing gum?
Whale blubber.
Gum.
Yeah, gum. Gum comes from the gum tree.
What did I bloody say?
How do they know they chewed it?
Well, we've actually got some supporting trivia for this.
Oh,
it was
okay, all right.
observed, this piece of 5,700-year-old chewing gum, that the group of scientists at the University of Copenhagen were able to extract a complete ancient human genome from it and sequence all the genetic material from it.
How do they know it'd been in their mouth? They could have been putting it anywhere.
It could have been in the anus. That is true, Mr.
You
Keller.
feel like butt gum was a thing 5,700 years ago?
Well, if you're telling me chewing gum was a thing that long ago, who knows what the Egyptians were up to all sorts, weren't they? They were pulling out each other's intestines and stuff.
Furthermore, the
Does it say where it's from?
the scientists named the person who chewed the gum Lola.
Oh.
Mola, mola.
Denmark. 5,700 years ago in Denmark, hence the University of Copenhagen. They didn't go somewhere else to get chewing gum and then bring it back. They looked where they were.
I don't know what was going on in Denmark 5,000 years ago.
It was apparently it was stuck to the underside of an ancient school desk.
Brilliant.
It was not. It's time for the final question in this round. It's directed to the sanitized disruptors, and the question is as follows. Who said, "I'm the President of the United States and I'm not going to eat any more broccoli"? Was it Teddy Roosevelt, George Bush, James Garfield, or George W. Bush?
I think it was definitely a white man. It just sounds like the nonsense that comes from prison.
It does sound like a white man. You're right there. You're right there, Mary. That's for sure. It's George W. Bush.
I will stand by your Bush, that Bush, not the other Bush. We
You
go
can
for
stand by
that.
any bush you want, Mary. I'm happy to have you around. Shall we say that one? I mean, they're probably all not eating their greens in private anyway.
Yes, and
Yeah. So we'll go with that one. Was that number 4 of those ones?
George W. Bush?
Yeah.
I can tell you that George W. Bush is the wrong answer. 2 more points to the audience.
Who was it then?
George
The
Bush.
correct answer was George Bush Sr.
Oh, it was his daddy.
It was his daddy. In
Oh.
1990, George Bush Sr. famously banned broccoli from Air Force One, explaining, "I do not like broccoli, and I haven't liked it since I was a little kid, and my mother made me eat it. And I'm the President of the United States, and I'm not going to eat any more broccoli." California broccoli farmers were outraged by this statement and delivered a reported 10 tons of broccoli to the White House in protest.
wow.
Yeah, workers' rights. That's what we're talking about.
I I stand by it slightly, but also I know there's a lot of poverty in the United States, and they could have maybe sent it to people instead of just to the house. But you do you. You do you.
I also feel sorry for other people on Air Force One who might have liked a little broccoli, might have been missing a little bit of iron in their life, might have liked that little bit of that cancer-beating properties that come with broccoli. But he's the president, white man.
That brings us to the end of round 4. The scores stand as follows, making a surge into being a real contender here, but still in third place. It's the audience with 8 points.
Good, that'd be
Audience.
In second place, slightly picking up the lead, it's Death and or Glory with 11 points. Still in first place, but not quite as far out in front as they were before, it's the Sanitized Disruptors on 17 points. Not a very high scoring round there for anybody except the audience.
Well done, audience. We can
well
see
done,
you.
guys. Yeah, nice one.
I'm not gonna lie, I am rooting for the audience out of everybody.
What happens if the audience win? Do they have to come on and do the show next week? Like,
No, we will go to their house.
nice, yeah, great. Where do they live?
Live broadcast outside of it.
It brings us now, tragically, to the final round. It's round 5, 30-second film reenactments. In this round, we will be using suggestions taken from you, the lovely Twitch chat audience, during the previous rounds of films. Each member of each team will be given 2 films that they will act out for their teammates to guess. For each film, they will have 30 seconds to reenact as much of the film in question as possible. To make it clear, this is not charades, this is a reenactment of the film. If you guess correctly, you will score 2 points for your team. There's lots of points on offer in this final round. It's still all to play for. Given that you're still lagging behind, I'm going to give the first opportunity for reenactment to Team Death and or Glory. Andy or Caitlin, who is going first?
Andy, do you want to take it away?
Yeah, go on, I'll do it.
Go on, I believe in you.
All right. Andy,
Yes.
you have 30 seconds and your time...
I don't have the... Hang on, one moment. One moment.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Yeah, I'm all good. I'm all good. Yes, great.
Yeah, okay.
Great.
Are you ready, Andy?
I am now, sorry, yeah.
Then your 30 seconds begins now.
He's a man and he's thinking, oh, he's a jolly man with elbows. And they're doing a, oh, he's a pirate. He's a pirate. It's Pirates of the Caribbean. No. Treasure Island. Oh, look, here's a sock puppet. It's the Muppets Treasure Island. Yes!
It is the Muppets Treasure Island. That is 2 points for Team Death and or Glory. I'm going to pass it over now to the Sanitized Disruptors. Which one of you would like to go first?
I will go first.
All right, Mary, you go first.
Okay, you have 30 seconds beginning now. Go.
Plug in the back of the neck. Matrix, the Matrix.
Wow, 8 seconds. That is
Wow.
Amazing.
yes.
Telepathy.
Caitlin,
Amazing.
are you ready? You are up next with your 30-second film reenactment. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Your time begins now.
Whoa. What?
It's growing. There's something growing. Oh, is it Little Shop of Horrors?
Yes! Didn't even feed Audrey to the plant yet.
you just did a fantastic baby Audrey. I could have seen it a mile off. I like that we got Seymour sweeping beforehand, though. I like the attention to detail there.
Just
yeah,
set
like
up
that.
the scene.
Yeah, it did.
I'm not gonna lie. This is a ridiculously fast round. You guys are storming through these. Jodie Ann, are you ready for your first film?
I am ready for my first film.
Okay, you have 30 seconds and your time starts now.
Okay. Oh, Heathcliff. Titanic. killing people, Confederates, deliverance. You've gone to war. You're killing people, and you've gone to war. Confederate war. I'ma stop Braveheart. My whole arm. Is there a theme tune in this film? Rain's coming down. There's
30
fireworks.
seconds left. Monica, I'm going to give you one guess, and then I'll have to hand it over to the other team to try and guess what it is. I need you to stop reenacting, please, Jodie Ann.
Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind is correct.
I've never even seen it.
It was an amazing reenactment.
Great.
Oh, thank you so much.
Brilliant, Scarlett O'Hara.
Really good.
Fantastic work. Andy, are you ready with your second film?
You better believe I am.
I do believe that you are. Why would I?
I mean, you better. Yeah.
You better.
You have 30 seconds and your time starts now.
I'm smoking a cigar because I'm a tough guy. Here I am smoking and drinking because I'm the Godfather, because I'm the Godfather. Oh, no. Oh, I'm not. It's not the Godfather then, eh? Oh, I'm typing away. The producers playing the piano. Is this playing the piano? Oh, Casablanca.
It is
Yeah.
Casablanca. 3 seconds left and you've got it. Well done.
Right then. Lovely work. Great Humphrey Bogart.
I was doing a lot of gin giant to know the world, but it's difficult to mime that.
Great face.
Well, you did it. It happened.
It happened in the
You were successful.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Monica, you're up next. Are you ready with your second film?
Yes.
You've got 30 seconds and your time starts now. Go.
The Invisible Man. La Vie en Rose, Cabaret, Moulin Rouge, Mermaid, dancing, singing songs. Josephine Baker story. It's she's over. She's a little bit tipsy. She's a little bit drunk. My grandmother's life story.
That's fine. I'm gonna give you one guess, Jodie Ann, and then I'm gonna have to hand it over to Death and or Glory.
Oh, so you're some kind of Hawaii. Oh, Moana.
It is Moana.
Yeah.
Yay!
Amazing.
This is the most high-scoring round of this I think we've had on the show so far. Caitlin Campbell, you are up next, and you've got some very impressive acts to follow. Are you ready?
Well, as ready as I'll ever be, Stephen.
Your time starts now. Go.
Saluting, shooting. So we're in war. Snipers. He's got shot. Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Is it Saving Private Ryan? No?
Yeah, it is.
It is. Oh, great. Brilliant. Bonus bazooka. That's great.
I've never seen that film before, but
Well, that's pretty much what it is. Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. Just that, but with Tom Hanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got
Just
Matt
imagine
Damon.
Tom Hanks and everything.
Oh, and Matt Damon and some other people.
Has it not got Demi Moore?
I've seen it. Yeah.
I'm thinking of a different film. I'm glad I didn't get that one. Moving on.
I think that's one where
G.I.
she's
Jane.
head, isn't it? You're one.
There's
You're
not a
thinking
lot of- I feel like there are not a lot of women in Saving Private Ryan.
When did Demi Moore shave her head?
G.I. Jane, I think, was that?
That was it. Yeah, she was joining the army.
Oh,
I don't know, Goldie Hawn didn't shave her head when she joined the army, so I don't know.
Jodie Ann,
Yes,
you're
sir.
up next, and you have the final film to go from. Are you ready?
I believe I am. Yes, sir.
You have 30 seconds, and your time starts now. Go.
okay. She's taking something up. Washing. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. My Psycho.
Yes.
And thank you for the round earlier that made me go and get enough.
Wow.
The audience knows what they're doing.
The audience certainly do know what they're doing. Oof. Dear, dear. So that was literally the perfect scoring round of 30-second film reenactments. Both teams scored the maximum number of points available during that round. You might think that means the results are already decided, but you would be wrong, because there's still bonus points to award according to the capricious whims of me and the quiz goblins.
Oh my god.
I think the goblins should definitely have a say. They've worked very hard.
You're sucking up to the goblins, I see. Yeah, we know your game. Yeah, trying to get that goblin vote.
Get the goblins on side. I see, all right.
The first bonus points will be awarded to the audience for funniest quip of the show. And the audience will win 5 points for the quip of, during the multiple choice round, Jakarta is the hottest place I've ever eaten hula hoops.
Yeah.
Get 5 points for that one. We also have additional points for how funny is your team name. Now, given that I've heard the team name of Death and or Glory 4 shows running now, and it wasn't that funny to begin with,
ouch.
You guys get no bonus. Sanitized disruptors, I'm going to award you 1 bonus point for having the funniest team name. That might seem like it's not very many points, but you were in the lead anyway.
Is there a story behind the name?
I feel like in times like this, we need to make sure we're clean, but we're still fighting against oppression in every single way. Cleanly disrupting shizzle as it goes on.
Yes, disrupt with respect for, everything that's going on.
I'm going to give you an additional bonus point for having a meaning behind your team name.
Well, thank
what,
you.
what? Death and or Glory? That has a meaning.
Does it? Because you've yet to die on the show.
Oh, and now we'll fulfill that promise.
Getting ever closer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Perhaps it is.
Scythe in hand.
Yeah, the moment.
Now, tragically, to the final scores. In third place, with a valiant showing this round, but with most of the rounds not actually giving them any chance to score points, it was really a foregone conclusion. It's the audience in third place with 13 points.
Getting more points every week, though, aren't they?
Oh, they are amazing. Love the audience.
They are on every week. In second place, with 19 points, it's Death and or Glory, which means our winners this week, breaking an otherwise undefeated team's winning streak with 27 points. It's the Sanitized Disruptors.
Well, thanks.
I would like to thank all the people that went before us.
All of those people. They prepared the groundwork for us. And Mary, thank you very much for being my teammate. It's been a pleasure.
It was also a pleasure to be a teammate with you, Elizabeth.
And thank you to Death and or Glory. I mean, you wonderful.
I do hope you don't kill yourselves after this with cyanide. Not horrible.
It is what we agreed to at the start of this run. So myself and Andy will.
I did order my hotel bill half an hour ago. It hasn't come yet. Just letting you know. Go, might want to talk to your kitchen about that.
It might seem like Team Death and or Glory have been ignominiously defeated after what had previously been a sterling showing for 3 shows running. But it is worth noting that 27 points is, I think, the most anybody has ever scored on this show.
Pretty astounding.
Sterling show. Would Team Death and or Glory like to make a departure speech as they leave the show?
Yeah, I would say, as my mum said to me when I once came second in the Year 9 talent contest to Claudia Fuller, who was actually in the National Youth Orchestra, there's no shame in coming second to her, Caitlin. And I carry this one with me as we leave. And you've won, you absolute bastards.
1-0. 1-0.
Anything to add, Andy?
I can't wait to see how the Goblin Union get on. I look forward to seeing how you progress with that. Yeah.
You better make good on that promise.
Better. For the Goblins, right? Next with their non-fictional tears. Okay.
The Twitch chat wants to know, Caitlin, what was your talent in the talent show?
I sang a folk song unaccompanied, like the precocious little twat that I was.
But you came
Amazing.
second.
Huh?
You came second.
Oh yeah, no. Don't get me wrong, I was brilliant, but Claudia Fuller, who I've now done a really good plug for twice. Still a professional musician, by the way, just in case you're wondering.
Oh, well done, Claudia.
That means, with their magnanimous concession speech behind them, Team Death and All Glory will leave us now, and the sanitized disruptors will be awarded their prize of absolutely nothing except the bragging rights of saying that you won. Which brings us very nearly to the end of the show. We just need to tell you before we go that all of this has been streamed over the internet for free to you all. If you would like to donate to help support the Bristol Improv Theatre and our artists during these unprecedented times, there's a link just below on the Twitch chat. Please do. And if you would like to see more live streamed content, join us again next Friday for the Bish Bosh Bash, and next Saturday for Ian's live piano bar. Until then, You've Got to Be Quizzing Me will return next month. Follow us on Twitch and you'll get notified of when we'll be going live. Until then, thank you all very much and goodbye.
Bye. Do we get a banana?
Oh,